Welcome back to the Tactical Muffin Top channel, everybody. Tactical Muffin Top did some tactical dad stuff, and that's just how it goes sometimes. So, this is going to be the more standard takeover chat for E-Honda, and if E-Honda hops back on, obviously we will go right to E-Honda because we love him. Well, my last chat did not go as well as I actually had planned on, unfortunately. I had a little bit higher hopes for it, and I don't think I'm real impressed with the response that we got, guys. I kind of wish that we had done better for ourselves. But we will get better. We will get stronger and faster. Lawfully just sent you a link, buddy. Lawfully got first on this chat. SoCal got it last time. I think I'm going to get a whiteboard because that other topic we were talking about would be really good to whiteboard.
Yeah. Speaking of the weather.
Yes.
Here.
DJ Play Night. Hey, wait. Public service announcement. I also blame Night Strike. He's such not a. He is not like to play along with other people. Just kidding. Anyway. Go. Lovely. Weather.
Here it is in the 90s today.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And by the time that you started that last chat, I had already gotten home from work, changed pants, and
swamped ass again.
walk the neighborhood with the family, and then drop the kiddo off, and then the missus and I ran a little over a mile.
Wow.
So I'm up to 14.5K steps already today.
Good work, my man.
Yep. And should be down another pound in the morning.
Jeez. Good work, man. Well, now I got to grab these dumbbells. I picked up a weight bench set too. I just got to get a time to go get it from. It's a guy I work with. I actually bought a bunch of weights from him. That's actually how I hurt my back, because I bought a bunch of weights from him and I crushed another disc doing upright rows with 180 pounds. I think that's what popped it, because that's when I really started upping my weight and hitting the weightlifting gym and stuff, and getting my bench and my incline bench and all that stuff up. And then I tore my back again. So, but you inspired me to do better. So here I am repping it out with the dumbbells. But this is going to be the more standard Tactical Muffin Top time of the two-way taco takeover. And of course, if E-Honda is in the mood to do a chat, we will yield to E-Honda, because this is his slot. We're keeping it alive in tradition of the E-Honda. And he's our friend and we miss him. So if he does come back, we will yield to E-Honda.
10-4. Hello to everybody out there in the chat.
Yeah, again.
DJ Play Nice, AK Lover, Warhammer.
Again,
we love AKs.
No.
Yeah. You can love something and not have it.
Nope. I understand the AK. I'm with Duke, baby. No, I'm just kidding. I'd rather you guys have something than not. So, slap a bump stock on that bad boy and let it ride. Leo's back. All right, so I don't think the whole chat that I tried to do last time was very well received by anybody. It didn't really go the way I wanted it to. But that's okay. That's why it's just YouTube and we're just trying stuff. I kind of wanted it to get more in depth, and it just kind of kept breaking down every left turn, but that's okay. I was trying to get into a critical think session. No. It's okay. I was just trying to help people and see how wide of a net we could throw and swath around, and Oh, here we go, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. The Twitter eruption lava flow at Yellowstone. Well, it's a super volcano, everybody. Don your gas mask. Start digging your hole. See you later. We got to end this stream again. No. That's pretty crazy, actually. I hadn't seen anything on that. You had an article or something for that, Daniel?
Yeah.
Has anybody else seen that?
No. But I would say I did came in late, so I was kind of lost.
I know.
Subject.
So I kind of did a little bit of a clickbaity title because I was listening to John at the Prepared Nation last night, and I like that guy, and he's right. Like, I think he might be right with like preppers falling off of YouTube because the burnout is such a big thing now that I think that the only the super duper doom and gloom guys actually get like views and stuff, or like those titles like Canadian Prepper, like stuff like that. Like, and don't knock some of his product. His product is good, but every other day, like twice a week, you have 3 days left, 3 days left. Like, and I'm like, dude, you've been saying it for years. Like, I used to like the information on full spectrum survival until it's just like red alert, blah, blah, blah. This is happening. Like, I just got tired of it and I had to turn it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. Because it's like, it's so much information to process to kind of get like overwhelming. Like for me, I have like an overload worth of information. If I keep going at it, like one subject for months and months and months, and you get tired of it. So like I will shut off like any type of prepping or gun videos. Like I would not watch it for like a couple of months.
Right. And that's why I preach the $5 prep and the free prep, because that's byproduct of stuff like juice. You're buying juice or dryer lint. You have dryer lint. And I'm not saying have 14 totes of dryer lint, but I'm saying have a couple of Ziploc bags with some petroleum jelly or whatever you want for your fuel starter. Like, that's a byproduct of your everyday life. That's not going to cost you anything extra than maybe a little twinkle of thought. You know what I mean? Or like cardboard boxes. Awesome prep. You know, that gets your fire started. It helps your garden. You can do all kinds of stuff. Let me go back through these comments here, guys. I don't want to snuff anybody. Lawfully Arm was first. SoCal was first on the Red Alert chat. Warhammer, what's up? DJ Play Nice, blame Night Strike. No, Night Strike doesn't like to play those kind of scenario videos very well. Night Strike likes to insert Night Strike cheat codes. And this isn't Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5, okay? It's all good. AK Lover, thank you for coming back, everybody. Daniel, thank you for letting me know about this. I'll have to look into that. TJH, 1994, what's up? Hey, man, you're just a couple years younger than me. How you doing, man? With the Duramax. Love that. That bow tie army, baby. That's a good-looking rig. Randy Butternubs, welcome back. Thank you. Bearded Potato. Salutations, great Lord of the Muffins. Thank you. I am the Muffin Man. Yeah.
Do you call your wife Tactical Muffin Bottom?
No, I call her things that are not allowed on the internet. So,
Ooh.
I call her my love and my wife, and that's it. No, Tactical Muffin Top Wives takes good care of Tactical Muffin Top, and it's better than he deserves, quite frankly. But yeah, the boy's a little bit sick, and the wife is a little bit sick, so I had to step in and do dad mode stuff, guys. And I'm not sorry for it, because that's more important than anything. So we started a chat. It wasn't going the way Tactical Muffin Top planned, so maybe it was a good thing to step back and let me reevaluate something. But I was just trying stuff, just trying a new thing. And it did not go any which way. I thought it was going to be a super cool topic. We were going to get into it and people would dig it, but I guess we'll just talk about the same boring 4 things we talk about all the time forever in the last 10 years. So anyway.
As far as the test you ran, I don't think that YouTube would be the place to try and alert anybody of anything. Because by the time the algorithm serves up the notification to everyone, it wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't if they even got a notification.
Well, the next point of that was I was going to try and rope in more people with a catchy title and see if maybe that trigger an algorithmic thing to get
Tracking.
people to talk about a more basic level of preparedness, a more less crazy, like not swiping your credit card to the max every month level of prepping, because I feel like that's what some prepping is just having the items makes people feel like they're prepared. When you'd be better off taking a backpack with 40 pounds of weight in it and going for a walk and then camping that night and then walking back the next day. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get way more out of that. You're going to get way more if you just took your bug out bag and go camp out of it for a day and then walk back home. Say you just did 10 miles away or whatever and just did it. If it's, feasible for your location. I mean, 10 miles ain't that bad of a, hike. Everybody can do that. Me, a big fat guy, can do that. Why can't not big fat guys do that?
Well, and there's also, we've talked about it before. Everyone's comfortable. So
Yeah.
like, you'll get up and go on a day hike or whatever, like, and a pretty good one, like you earned it.
Mm-hmm.
If you get done with your 5-10 mile day hike and then come home and be like, man, I'm beat.
I need
But
a
it's
shower.
totally different when it's for like keeps. Like your mindset is going to be what makes the difference.
Mm-hmm. And like I was saying, it was downpouring here today. I was ready to go rucking in it. I was telling the boys, I was like, yo, bust out your hoodies and your slick plate carriers. And the one guy's like, well, I don't want to get my plate carrier wet. I'm like, what do you think is gonna happen in SHTF, homie? And this is
more
the
waterproof
one guy.
than you.
Yeah, and this is the guy. He's like, oh, I'll be a trigger puller if you need a trigger puller. And I looked him dead in the face. I said, I need a wood splitter. I need a weed puller. I need somebody who's going to go and get me 5-gallon buckets of water. I don't need a trigger puller. If you think that's what we're going to be doing at SHTF, you're in the wrong spot, homie. And you need
Right, that's the last thing you should be worried about.
We want to incognito this, man. We want to basically Amish homestead with guns.
So trying to put together kind of my mag, if you will.
Uh-huh.
Just making notes and stuff, listening to some chats last week. Went out and put everybody that I could count on being in it, whether they mean to or not. Like they're family, so they're gonna get rolled into it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And then just out beside it, enumerated their immediate like skill set that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then got to myself and realized that like I'm the guy that's turned on, but I don't have any like major skill set that stands out. Like that makes me, the master of that skill, just kind of the jack of all trades.
Wait a minute. I'm Duke Liberty's live right now? Oh, no.
He said he was going to be back on today, but I hadn't gotten a notification.
Well, for fuck's sake. He's doing his video game chat. Come on, Duke. Okay. I didn't know he was doing that. I'm sorry. I was hoping he would hop in because he would have way went into that with me.
Let's see, Duke doing a chat, Yankees doing a chat, Ghost Tacticals doing a chat.
Yeah. I really don't think there's much overlap between Yankee and here.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Really. I've honestly only watched one Yankee chat. So I mean,
like some of the listeners that's in Yankee chat do be over here.
I know. I mean, there's a few, but it's not like.
Yeah.
Most of the Yankees people though are like.
What sucks is I sent Duke
people on Social Security.
Invite, yeah. But Duke doesn't look at his social media, man. And he deleted everything. So like, unless he's on his computer and he's playing his game, so he's probably got like if he just has one monitor, he probably just has. God damn it! I just messaged him in his live chat. No, it's not okay. Like I don't want to be like Duke's been fucking gone forever, dude. You know what I mean? God damn it, Duke. Let's do the Yankee live stream battle.
I mean, it's going to happen.
The
Yankees.
I mean, if everybo's got a chat, people are going to overlap each other. So
Yeah. Well, go give Duke a comment in his video just because it's Duke and we want to support him.
Oh no.
I'm going to tell him Halo's better.
Halo is better.
I never did.
Halo was team building.
I couldn't get into that. I was running and gunning, man. Back when Call of Duty was actually good, I was a hard scope sniper, dude. I didn't play around. I wasn't this quick scope sniping bitch. I was defending my location, flipping around with a handgun and taking them out, man. It was a good time. When you get like 10 kills back in like Modern Warfare 3, 10 kills with a sniper rifle, and then they start trying to come in behind you and you're fighting it out with a pistol to get to one of their primary guns, and then you fight them off again. Like you team wipe twice. Oh yeah, man, that was some good gaming.
It's that KD spread that mattered.
Yeah, it did, man. Oh man, if I didn't have a good KD, I was sad. If I was like 5 to 10 plus KD, I was like, oh yeah, tactical muffin top, big wiener.
I'd rather be middle of the leaderboard on the winning team and have minimal deaths than, have 25 kills and 18 deaths.
Right.
Those guys are running with SMGs and like.
Oh man, that sucks. Duke would have been. He would have been into the. He's doing World War III gun chat. He's playing a video game. What is he doing?
It's cathartic for him. He can talk while he plays.
Oh my lord. God damn it, dude. Dude, this sucks, man. Duke would have been all over the scenario too, man. God damn it.
I just got off Call of Duty not too long ago.
Yeah, I know. I seen I pulled you off when I'm sorry. You can go back to Call of Duty. It's probably cooler than Tactical Muffin Tops chat.
Came in first place twice on Plunder today.
No, man. I'm the old school. I just team deathmatch and that's it.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Hardcore, yeah, hardcore is okay, but then you just get some dude who sprays and prays. It like gets you with one shotgun BB across the map. I hate that.
Extra realistic.
Anyway, well, that was not the chat we wanted to do. So this is the burrito and boobies takeover. Free Honda. How's everybody doing tonight?
So.
In the event that we're blessed with our Lord Night Strike again, I'm just not do scenario videos well, apparently. See how that's going. But,
gun sales as an economic indicator continue to slow.
Yeah, after you told me that, I was like, man, I wanted to flip some guns to fun. I really want to get a better solar generator set up, but that's not happening. Right?
I mean, I don't know what private would look like, but other than I would want to be careful with the new in the business ruling, at least while it's in limbo.
Right.
See if that gets overturned or about a lawsuit or not. But yeah, FFLs are hurting.
Yeah, my local guys pretty slow too.
A lot of the distributors are hurting too because I've noticed they have run some sales. Like they've come off some higher dollar items that people wanted a year ago with bated breath, but now can't swing it. And there's not a whole lot of liquidity because even the people that are coming in to buy higher dollar items are trading things in. So you're not even bringing enough cash in to square up with wherever you bought the item from,
right?
Wherever you ordered it.
You got to try and sell the thing that's going to be even harder to sell.
Yeah. So that being said, if anybody needs a new holster or any of that sort of stuff, like go hit up your local gun shop and see if you can get it from them. I mean, it might make the difference between them being there and not being there a year from now, if you're willing to spend the $5 or $10 extra.
Yeah, wholeheartedly. Especially when it's a holster or something like that, or even like if they're like a light dealer or something, to be able to actually get in and get your hands on but don't just get in and get your hands on like and waste 2 hours at a time. Like, go in and get something, but I mean, getting your hands on like even a knife or something like that, you might actually find something that fits your hand better that you didn't even think that would of getting when you were going in there. And some of those guys are pretty knowledgeable. Like,
You know the rumor mill on the Quick Lot and whatnot. Found out I can get that through distribution. Ended up selling 10 packs to one customer.
What is the muffins for you on that? Maybe you throw that in the back chat. I went into my local Walmart and to see if they had any, and they're gone. It's gone here. So I was going to try and scoop up what they had.
Any of you all out there that have gun stores that buy from Sport South Inc., they stock it, and there's no reason that they can't sell you the 3-inch by 2-foot for under 17 muffins and the 4-foot by 3-inch. 3-inch wide by 4-foot long for like 35, 36 muffins. Everybody wins at that price. That's equal or cheaper than you find it online. And what you would have paid shipping, you pay local sales tax. So, I mean, it comes out in the wash and you got it in your hand.
Yep, that is 100% true. Also might be a good time to pick up armor right now too, especially from local gun store. I've just seen that. Who's doing that? D.D. Welder Dwayne Christensen picked up some backpack inserts. That was a good idea. I'd rather have that stuff now than not. So,
you saw I touched an O sight today.
Yes, I did. And what are your initial thoughts, other than just playing around with your hands?
It wasn't as cheap as I looking or feeling as I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up not getting it mounted up for the customer because he didn't have the plate he needed, and he's wanting to put it on a PDP, so he needs the RMR adapter plate, and he's already done the order request form to get the free one from the manufacturer.
Mm-hmm.
I told him I could order him one, but it was like $75. Muffins. So I told him it's probably worth just waiting for that one. He's like, well, it said it could take up to 6 weeks. I'm like, I had never heard of it taking that long. It might be worth waiting a week or two to see if it comes in the mail. Save you $70+ So, but I told him since he got the pistol from us that for sure once he got that in, bring it all back and we mount it up and bore sight it for him. But
you wanted to mount him?
No, I wanted to put his optic on his slide.
Okay, that's a little bit different than what I heard the first time.
I am far and away not a traditionally trained gunsmith, but I'm just detail oriented enough that I usually get it all right.
The
only Holosons we've ever sent back has been where a customer took it and mounted it themselves. I think people tend to over torque them and crush them.
Yeah, I do that. You see, what's even worse is when you have the torque wrench right there, and then you're just like, fuck that, I don't need the torque wrench.
Most people, unless they intentionally bought like a fat wrench or something for working on guns, most people don't have an inch-pound torque wrench. So they just good and tight it and end up doing too much dugga.
Yeah. See, my problem is I definitely have the torque wrench, and then I just never use it.
When you've got to remember, too, if you are using wet thread locker, that's dry torque value, so you've got to back off a couple inch-pounds to account for that lubricity.
Whoops. Definitely haven't been doing that. Anyway, thank you for the public service announcement. What else we got, ladies and gents? Let's get in on this this tactical takeover here and see where we're at. Leo, care to start this cookie off crumbling?
No.
Leo.
I don't know what shit. I have no idea.
What did you do to get prepped up this week so far?
Not a damn thing.
Leo. What are you doing over there, dude?
Shoot, between getting my father some gifts on Father's Day and paying bills, I'm tapped out.
Did you
Or
get him
like
a
anything for
Did you get him a tactical gift that he could use for SHTF?
my father is so far away from anything that's tactical. Shit hits the fan. None of that shit.
Come on, Leo Senior. You're gonna have to show him the way.
Now my mother is way different. She has a bunch of preps.
Oh,
Okay, Leo. This is why I don't invite you, Leo. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It was a lot of fun.
he's got the street smarts to make up for it, though.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't force people.
He's got that.
The thing is,
He's
like,
got
you
those
can't force
charisma
people
points.
into it.
You can't force.
Now,
You can take a horse to a pond, but you can't force him to drink.
Nope. If that's something they don't want to do, then
But you can drown them,
Yeah, that's true.
sweep the knees.
Then you got dinner.
And if you fit inside, shelter.
Yeah. Straight Luke and Leia in it. Oh boy.
I mean, he has stocks of canned foods and bings, but that's all he has. But as far as anything else, I did give him a couple machetes and knives.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Machete's a pretty good tool. Especially in the city, you see an old man with a machete coming after you, you're probably going to run the other way. He ain't got nothing left to lose.
And he has nunchucks that he actually used on a person.
Jesus.
So, real story. It's been probably 10 years ago, but they legit had this just autistic enough that, like, he didn't work and stayed at home with, like, a relative, but not evidently retarded enough to not face his crimes in court.
Mm-hmm.
This dude was sitting on the porch and got harassed by these guys. No, excuse me, I got it backwards. These guys sitting on the porch harassed this guy when he would walk by to go to like the dollar store or whatever. And so he started carrying this machete. Well, they decided to harass him again, and he legit like chopped 2 or 3 dudes up like in their front yard.
Nice.
Don't mess
Yeah,
with
well-
retards. They have amazing strength.
Yeah. Now with my father, I think he was coming back from the restaurant at night, and two guys ran up on him trying to rob him. I think they punched him in the mouth and knocked out one of his teeth. So he pulled out his nunchucks and started hitting both of them with it. And he said that both of them were just screaming right as he was hitting them. Right, they just started screaming, and then both of them ran away.
I like it. Very bold.
And that's the first time I ever heard of anybody use nunchucks as a self-defense weapon. And it just happened to be my father.
Amen. Amen. Well, guys, some stuff went on this week. What do you guys know about it? I noticed that we haven't seen any more. What the? Oh, hang on. What the fuck is your dad? T.M.T. who fuck carries nunchucks.
Hey, that was his self-defense weapon.
Oh, he was a teenage mutant ninja turtle.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
There, yes, he was.
T.M.T. Yeah.
Afro Samurai.
I like it.
Yep.
It's all fun and games till you pull out a nunchuck and they pull out a 1911. I feel like that's a bad time for the 1911 guy. Kerchow.
Wait a minute, I've seen this movie before.
Good times. Have you guys seen all the exploding watermelons?
No.
And all like the really rubbery watermelons and like the silicone fruit and stuff that's happening? All this bioengineered
Yeah, I see the
fruit.
rubbery watermelon.
Yeah, I
Was
guess there's
somebody
some.
playing that on the back chat?
No.
I think it was on the back chat. Somebody was playing it.
Yeah,
I think it
could
was
be.
Honda.
Yeah, it could be, dude. They're like exploding, and like just like pooping out, and just like gushing water. Like they're just a shell
Uh,
just filled with a bunch of crap. I'm like,
Or
dude.
Ohio. Could have been Ohio.
Yeah, it could have been.
Rubbery could be that they got refrigerated like
Yeah,
too long,
that could
like
be.
they borderline frozen, and that made the like cells burst when they
Right.
thawed back out.
But the
I mean, I
people
could
that's
see
doing it
that.
on the regular is China. I watch all the China fake stuff videos, and they're damn near all the food that they produce is most likely fake.
Them sons
I
of
mean, they
bitches.
use a bunch of chemicals, spray paint.
Oh my god, they're turning the freaking fruit gay. Oh my god.
Well, fruit is already gay.
But no, I
Right,
eat
it's
fruit and I'm
fruity.
straight
Fruit is fruity,
ish.
you know.
Boy, this is a good educational chat we're having tonight. Uh, the Bump Stock Band. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the first snow was from Nebraska. Woot woot. That's what's up. Ricketts went in there and slapped that crap down for y'all. He said that ain't unanimous. Nebraska says don't mess with our stuff. Goodbye.
His name's legit Ricketts.
Yeah, Governor Ricketts, Pete Ricketts. Not spelled like the disease, but
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask if his grandfather discovered it, but
no.
stole the win for my
I think it's his
sales.
last term too. I don't think he can actually be voted back in, but he's been a pretty good 2A dude. So good for him.
I mean, the biggest news of today is that it's kind of tragic, but Justin Timberlake got arrested for a DUI. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, it's got to be tough to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
in your late 40s and rich and not know better. It's not like he couldn't hire a driver
Yeah.
or hire a bodyguard to slap the keys out of his hand.
I mean, it's tough having all that money, you know what I mean? It's real tough.
I guess sometimes you want to see what the real people live like. I wonder if in Hollywood they have like a celebrity gin pop, like just
Probably.
a special intake area and everything.
I mean, his net worth is only 250 million. That's kind of poor.
Yeah, that's chump change.
Yeah.
If
That's a
only
good chunk to
Robin
live
said
on
so.
for not doing anything in 10 years. Couple movies.
He has the moves like Mick Jagger.
No, that's Adam Levine from Room 5. Oh, I hadn't seen it. You got me.
I don't know it. I'm retarded.
What the fuck are we talking about?
You brought it up.
All right.
Yeah, look at what you've done.
We're just trying to
Let's start
impress you,
the
Hollywood.
scenario. All right. Let's start the scenario all over again.
All right,
Okay,
we've been attacked by terrorists.
Okay.
What are you doing? And go.
First, I will put on my brown pants.
It's very valid, very meritable. I'll give you that one.
Now, where are we? Now, you said that we're not at home, right?
Right. Like you're out of town, like a day trip out of town.
Okay. If I'm out of town, that means I'm somewhere where I can still carry.
Yeah, we're gonna give you your EDC. I'll give you your EDC.
See, it's so many ways that you can go with it. It depends on where you're at. If you're out of town with family,
You out of town. I don't know. You're making this really hard, Leo.
Yeah, because there's so many scenarios you can say. Okay,
You're out of
I'm
town, and
and
you're
doing
going
what?
to a cool Whole Foods, and you just had dinner with a really nice looking female, and you did not get lucky. This was the first date, and then SHTF happens, and you have blue balls. Go.
Well, he needs that clarity.
Well,
Right.
now I can be her knight in shining armor,
Oh,
and maybe I can get
yeah.
it that way. So I'm gonna
She was the
Trauma
first one
bonder?
the terrorists took care of. Okay, now go.
Oh, what the fuck?
That really sucks. Sir. Now your balls are really blue, and
Well,
your
now
brown
I'm pissed.
pants are engaged.
Well, now now I'm going to be in a shootout with a terrorist because I'm pissed I didn't get none that night. That's what's going to happen.
Oh my god.
That's what's going to happen.
Brown pants engaged, white underwear engaged, fear boner, maybe giving you extra strength, maybe giving you a nice shooting position, depending if you're lucky enough or not. The raccoon's winning the war. He's gotten 3 hens and a rooster, 2 chicks. It's completely avoiding my live catch trap. It's probably been caught before. Yeah, man. This is why I do cinder blocks around our chicken coop, and it works really well. Because we had them ripping them right underneath the fence. You're just gonna have to chill out there all night. And you can shoot them. You're gonna have to get smart. Gonna try a couple different traps. Who the fuck needs a driver anymore?
You think raccoons?
Daniel,
Like,
we're
I'm
not
not
all
suggesting
loaded
any.
like you. Go ahead.
I'm not suggesting anyone break state or federal law, but do you think raccoons would drink coolant or antifreeze?
It depends if they have had it before or not. That's a redneck thing that happens. But yeah. Damn, he needs to get that shit. 250 M. Where are you at on this, Daniel? I'm lost. Oh, Mill. Oh, yeah. Okay. He's talking about that guy's money. Daniel, you're loaded.
Yeah.
Good for you. If he went to Whole Foods, he's either gay or she's a woke ass liberal. Hey, those waspy chicks are very tight, Daniel.
Every woman I've hit has been some type of liberal.
You try to convert them?
No, you have none of those options in Chicago.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You need to get out.
Or get in, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I really don't know where to go from that. I've never been put in this situation, let alone on live before. Where's he, Honda? Oh man.
All right. So in your hypothetical scenario, which is something I was having trouble parsing out in my mind earlier, because I'm trying to be as applicable. Well, your scenario was vague enough to leave interpretation to the individual participant, but not specific enough to help direct the thought process. When you say we have been hit, do you mean like
the U.S.
newsflash on CNN, like somewhere of value was hit, or do you mean like within near locale of me has been hit?
I'm going to go 10 major locations in the U.S., and now your location is a major location, wherever you will be. You are location 11, and probably more ongoing. Because if you're location 11, there's probably some sorry sap that's location 12, right?
All right. Okay.
Let's just say 10 big city-ish things have happened, and 30 locations are going to happen, and you're in one of the other 20.
But you don't know till you know.
Well, I'm going to let you know that you have an extra 8 hours ahead of everybody knowing that you've been hit, and you're seeing the aftermath of said hit. Or the hit's just starting, like down the highway, interstate, whatever you're going to use to get out of town. It started. It's taking you that. I don't know. You get a couple hour head start. I don't know. I give up. The scenario's faulty. Everybody, We can quit prepping now because nothing bad's gonna happen. We good.
No, I'm with you. This is the sort of stuff I obsess over when we do have to go out of town.
Randy Butternut said, "You're bad." Not saying me. That was Leo. Just kidding. That was Lawfully.
I mean, the thing
I'm
is, you have to judge
simultaneously a
by-
homebody and avoid big cities. I don't even like the traffic in big cities.
Yeah, see, the thing you have to judge on what's going to happen, of like what's already around you, and you got to feed off that, then make a judgment call. I mean, like, do you hit the highways or do you take the scenic routes, which is what everybody's going to be doing? So, like, you might have to get out and walk it.
Yeah.
And then walk where? If you're out of town, where are you going to go? Who do you know? Other than the people you are out of town with, or if you're out of town at a family's house, which family?
All questions that need answered, my man.
Yeah.
I was
So if I
hoping
were
you guys
over
were
the
going to
road-
do a role-playing book and figure it out themselves. Roll a D20.
We could type it up on
If I were-
ChatGPT.
If I were over the road and something happened, I would try to get off of the road, but probably somewhere like if communications still work, I would try to get a hold of loved ones and give them explicit instructions, to either stay put or get where they need to get. And then from there, would try to make my way. Of course, on the last chat, your scenario included the cars don't work.
Mm.
Either.
Well,
I don't know
I'd
if you
like
meant-
to go on the assumption that the people you're going to be calling right now, you've already had in place. At least say, hey, guys, if this goes bad, we're going to Farmer Bill's house. Farmer Bill knows what's up. Farmer Bill knows where
Yeah.
some stuff's at that's going to set you guys up.
And I've got all of my people on that page. They've already understand and have explicit instructions that first step is rally at this place. And at this point in time, the second intention is to fall back to this other place.
Perfect.
In
In the event no communications, we all go here. In the event that this
Yeah.
place is on fire, no longer here, location this.
Yeah.
I also have that put in place.
Well, where I live, if any event happens, they all come into where I'm at. That's spot number one. Then the second spot is in northern Illinois, if we have to.
Well,
I don't want
don't be giving out your ideas.
No, that's why I said northern Illinois. Right.
It's a big place.
Yeah. I didn't name the town where we're going to go.
It's a town?
Oh, great. Now we know. We got to look for everything under this amount of people. Okay, we're narrowing it down. Give us one more thing.
Oh, the thing is, okay. I'll narrow it down. It's close to it's close to a Navy base.
Oh, my Lord. All right, we pinpointed your exact bug out location. Now time to
Great Lakes Naval Base. I'll just say it like
supplies.
that. Great Lakes Naval Base.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere near a military installation.
I agree with that.
See,
and I wouldn't dox my intentions.
No, see, but we have to go past that in order to get there.
He has to go past it. That means it's further.
Not that further.
Oh my goodness. All right, so Leo, you're singing like a sinking ship. I don't know if you can be on Team Tactical Muffin's house anymore.
I still didn't get the name of the town.
But it is a town.
It is a town.
Oh my Lord. Is it a township or a village?
Stop. He's tricking you.
It's a trap. It's a trap. Oh my Lord. What's the population of said town? What does it start with? What's the GPS coordinates of where you're going to be taking a poop?
That's a great question. Well, there are places.
So in your hypothetical scenario, the first step is everyone rallies on you, but you don't have
Yeah.
food.
Oh no, we have food.
Well, I thought you said you didn't have much, like personally.
No, I say I have some, but my mother also preps, and my father has a bunch of stuff, and if all the family coming where I'm at, they got to bring something.
So are your parents separated but amicable enough to come together for the end of the world?
Yeah,
Well, good.
That is good.
they're not too far off from each other as far as where they live.
Is it because they love you?
Of course.
Oh,
I didn't mean distance. I meant emotionally, but
hey, man, it's the end of the world. They might get their freak on again. You let them have that.
I'm not saying it won't rekindle something. I'm just making sure that they're not going to be at each other's throats because if they're letting that past turmoil, yeah,
I mean,
not all copacetic.
that would be entertainment for me. So.
All right, you got to kill one, marry one, go.
Wait, who am I marrying?
Well, I don't know him, but sorry, pops.
Wait.
So if it were to have you gone through that scenario, like, okay, if you have to vote one off the island, like, which one's it going to be out of the two if you had to? Or are you just going to kick yourself off the island and let them go down with the sinking ship? I don't know.
I don't know. You have to cross that bridge when it comes to it.
Okay. See what kind of shit they pull and then go from there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, one of y'all got to go, right? Y'all got to leave.
Yeah, we're going to hold tryouts this
like,
week. Don't be pissing me off.
Now, see, like all my cousins and uncles all going to be coming to my spot.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's good.
But this has always been the rallying point, the party point where I'm at.
And you've told them all, don't show up with nothing. You better be showing up with food, blankets, fuel, ammo. Right? Like that's the game plan. They're not just gonna roll over with a rotisserie chicken and say, let's do this shit.
You know what? Most of them know how to cook, so they're gonna have some type of job going to be going on. They all.
Well, if they don't bring something, you're gonna be cooking rocks.
Yeah, they're gonna be out.
There's a lot of people we can cook.
A lot of people. What kind of barbecue you guys serving in them food trucks?
Long pork.
Whatever we can get. Yeah, long pork.
God. Barbecue sauce goes a long way, I guess. God damn.
I mean, a lot of our family are not preppers, so it's only.
I don't think people that north of the equator would taste good.
Certain cousins got some stuff, but like most of my family are just a bunch of city folks.
Jeez.
So
can't be doing that. You're invited, Leo. Come over to Nebraska. We'll take care of you, buddy.
That would be a long ass journey and a battle to get there.
I got faith in you.
I'll see. And plus Slide Bite says, let's see, I have to make it 2 hours southwest of the city. I
got you back. He got you. You can make it 2 hours.
2 hours would seem like 2 days. Right, as some shit go down.
I got faith in you.
Just make mental note of that olive branch and don't dig for too much specificity on open line.
Yeah, maybe you're already on that side of the town anyway, and you're only an hour away now. Maybe y'all need to get together and have a range day and a going out to dinner day and see if y'all can work together or not. I did say that in another chat. If you guys do want to start networking in these places, like I don't know, my chat, Matt's chat, Duke's chat. Drop your state in and see if anybody's close to you. I mean, if you're 2 hours away from somebody, it might be worth y'all getting together and have lunch a couple times and see if you can actually work together. Like, don't immediately go to bug out location 1, but you got to feel like people are cool online, or maybe they're just fucking weird like I am online. I don't know, but
I mean,
like, yeah,
Van Drake is close to me. Duke is close to me. Who else? Ohio's close.
Oh, there you go. Just go to Duke's place. You'll be fine. He's got a Terminator bunker.
Only thing is, like, Duke is across the lake. If I had a boat, right, all I got to do is just go right across the lake.
All right. So here's the deal: is you sell all your crap you don't need till you get the boat. You live on said boat. You bug out to boat. You pick up Slide Bite in Ohio, and you make your way down to Dookie Boy. And then you guys, your first level 1 activates, and then it's Left for Dead, and you guys got to figure out who you're sacrificing first to get the cool stuff.
Man, a riverboat would be a pretty good, like.
Yeah, like a houseboat or something would be good. A good prep for you.
Just go more out in the middle of the river at night. Keep 1 or 2 people awake as sentries.
To be honest, if some shit go down, we could just steal a boat.
Do you know how to drive a boat?
Hell no.
You need to learn how to drive a boat, homie.
Find some Indian settlements up or down the river and barter.
A canoe and a paddle. That's all we need.
Canoe and a paddle. You're gonna die going across that big ass lake, son. You capsizing with all that Campbell's chicken noodle soup, it's going to the bottom.
And our ancestors will be digging it up and being like, "This stuff's still edible."
This is on the Bertrand. This is on the SSS Leo. We can still eat this.
Okay, whoever's on the boat when I go there, I just hijack it at gunpoint.
Oh my Lord.
Give them the location.
This is not Tactical Muffin Top approved. Please, YouTube, don't nuke us now. Lord.
We're trying to prepare ourselves so we don't have to be the wolf.
I would not do that.
Allegedly.
We're going to be the wolf dog, not the wolf.
It's sheepdog.
But you know what? That's what I would have to do if I bugged in. Like, because I know mostly all the gang members, so all the gang members here are going to group together.
Well, at least you're buddies.
Yep.
At least you only be the second one there, Rob.
And there are a bunch of wolves, so
yeah, that's a problem. What's your plan for that? I mean, we don't want to dig into Leo night, but I mean, it's a very interesting topic that I don't have to deal with this type of stuff. So,
I mean, see, that's the plan, right? Is to be with them, if anything. I mean, because already in the gang infested areas, so.
So no. You're gonna make your mama and your papa
in here?
Yeah, I just sent him one.
Cool.
And you just sent your mama and your daddy and your uncle and all that to cruise in right past them. Be like, yo, don't worry, I'm bringing all this shopping cart and these bags full of groceries into Leo's place. They're like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all know them, so.
Oh, that's good.
Right.
They're like, oh, it's good. Don't worry about them.
I mean, everybody in his neighborhood been knowing each other since the 80s. So
that's good.
Right, it's the other gangs on like the next block in the next neighborhood you got to worry about.
Yeah, the 90s gangs.
So like we will all have to hunker down with the people that we know.
That sucks.
And who knows how they're gonna react.
I just have to worry about keeping people from stealing all the cows and growing corn.
Because there's gonna be a lot of Negans. I know that for sure. A lot of Negans and a lot of governors.
Dang, man. What's up, Ohio? He begs for a link that he doesn't say anything. Just kidding.
Technical difficulties.
No, he posted in the private chat. I just seen it.
What? Oh, okay. I see it.
I take it back. I didn't do a read. That one's on me.
Is Lovelace and Anarchy on Discord?
He's the same guy.
You can do your bot,
Yes,
your link bot.
I did forget to do my link bot. Shit. I can't even do that right. See, look, I'm so forgetful. I couldn't do my own links, and I'm so forgetful I couldn't even do my link bot. God damn. Which apparently the Discord link expires. I have to update that. Somebody just told me that yesterday, and I'm like, God damn. It's a very time-consuming thing. Just trying to get people in here. And I'm like, you know what? And then Leo's dropping this crap. He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna hang out with the gangs and I'm driving a canoe to Duke's house and eating people. Yeah, I'm like, Jesus, what is Leo doing over there?
I mean, if you got to run with the wolves, look at my icon. What is my icon that's almost that's on the screen right now?
Well, I don't know. You bounce between that and the gay pride flag. So you gay wolf? I mean, tell me what I need to think about you.
Hey, it depends if it's a Monday or if it's a Wednesday. You never know what you're gonna get.
Oh my Lord!
That's what I'm saying. Right.
You're a very fluent man.
But today's Tuesday. It's neither Monday nor Wednesday.
Yeah, they fall right in between.
That's called transition day.
You gotta take a break from day 1 and 2, huh?
Exactly.
Oh my Lord!
So during the transition, is it like a top down or bottom up or a left to right? Like how? Like you got one furry paw in one hand, or?
I'm also curious about this.
Whatever the day brings.
Like,
oh my gosh!
Well, from the waist down.
What? Oh!
Right. If I don't manscape, that's what it looked like.
Oh my gosh! What are we doing?
You have to hold your tail up.
Yep.
What are we calling this tail here? That's good. I'm watching this guy tear apart a van and turn it into a house. You watch this? Like a work van. He's converting a work van into like a camper deal.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, the van life people.
Yeah, man, dude. If I was a single guy, I would totally do it that way. Like me and my wife have often talked about, because we met a year after I graduated high school, when I was ripping around in my truck, whipping it sideways, leaving black marks, being a hillbilly and stuff. And we often talk about how much money we wasted on apartments and stuff, and how we should just bought a camper and just chilled in it. How much money would be ahead right now?
Enough to buy a house almost.
Well, I've actually bought my second house, but I'm working on buying my. This one's going to be my first rental. I'm working on buying another rental property, and that's going to buy me my dream house. But yeah, we're a little bit further ahead than that. See, I say I don't have a lot of money, but it's because Tactical Muffin Top's trying to reach Tactical Muffin Top retirement goals before all the Tactical Muffin Top's back surgeries happen. So I have to be able to pretty much be able to be retired by the time I do all my back surgeries. So that's kind of my game plan. Old Tactical Muffin Top hits his grind pretty hard.
I like that you talk to yourself in third person.
Tactical Muffin Top only refers to Tactical Muffin Top in third person. But yes, a budget's a big part of that. And quite frankly, I'd rather buy another house than an extra 6 months of heavy-duty preps, especially in this crappy economy. But yeah.
Yeah, this was like 5 years ago, man. You know how many preps you could buy.
If this was 5 years ago, I wouldn't have sold my first house, and it would have been my first rental.
Like even the dollar store preps will be cheaper.
Yeah, I do the $10 a week. Yeah, I would do the $10 a week instead of the $5 a week.
Right, it'll actually be $1.
Yeah, I miss that, dude. This $1.25 crap.
Yeah, and that 25 really adds up because plus tax where I'm at, it's 138.
Yeah, dude, they see it coming. They're like, "Oh, Tactical Muffin Top's dropping a $5 a day. Good luck getting 3.5 items." then my wife's like, "How come you're spending $20 at the dollar store every time you go in there? Why are you going in there like 4 times a week?" I'm like, "Leave me alone, woman."
I think I am going to get some more dollar
Family,
store beans and rice.
Yeah. I think that's honestly, it's not too bad of a prep. I think the best deal for the rice is the, like if you have a Costco or Sam's, the 50-pound bag. The next is the 20-pound bag at like Walmart. And then it's you just switch to the 2-pound bags at the dollar store is the next best deal.
Yeah, it's a space thing, man.
Yeah.
Brown rice if you want to be healthy.
I don't want to be healthy. I want it to last a long time.
Or some wild rice.
I'm here to die.
That was grim.
Yeah, here you go. X Adam 1. X Adam 1, do you want a link in here, homie? Let me know. Why did you go to the gay thing? I'm watching this guy turn his van into a camper and you're doing gay stuff on my stream? My God, Leo.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. Don't even act like you don't. It is transition day for you. Oh my, well, that's worse. Go back to the gay flag.
Where have I seen her before?
A shitty movie.
Star Trek.
Nah, it wouldn't have been there.
That's when we do Kiko night with Matt.
I gotta tell you this, Leo.
Yeah.
I've never watched Star Trek. I'm also never watched Game of Thrones or any of that. Now, I am the guy who has watched Sons of Anarchy like 6 times from start to finish because I love that show. Or
those last seasons was horrible.
Yeah, don't talk to me about that. They're talking about coming back. You see that?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah,
I've never watched the Mayans one.
It's not that good.
Okay.
You do see like people like Happy and Chips and stuff, which is cool, but then like it's just terrible that it was.
Hey Muffin, when you were on Matt's chat last night, did you see my question in the comments trying to give you an open?
I did. I don't remember what it was now, but
I just asked Matt if he'd thought about revisiting some of his old videos and either updating them.
Oh yeah.
Or snipping them up into clips, like
I really wish he would.
In the shorts.
I think he's trying to get his nerd channel up and going.
I did get myself a new Hollister Night Vision Red Dot today. Ooh, instead of food. X Adam, come on.
You could take a lot of meat with that DRS NV.
Yeah, if you got.
And I don't think he's going to regret. I don't think he's going to regret the NV over the thermal.
Are you saying I'm going to regret my Rattler over that?
I'm not at all saying that. I'm just saying the military adage of we find them with thermal, we kill them with night vision still rings true.
I could only afford half of that package, so.
Yes, sir.
I got a cheese store in Carson. Get some good deals in there. There you go. Chef store. I'm retarded. That's good.
Well, good. I gotta say, I gave out like 5 different scenarios I could use.
What?
I'm talking about with the question earlier. No, with the shit hits the fan, right? I gave like 5 different, 5 different ways I can go about it.
No, and I appreciate that. You did dig deep for that before we started making fun of you and trying to get to your second location and whatnot.
So, here's the thing about living in the city. If there was like a nuclear strike, the only thing you can do is probably pop open your favorite bottle of cognac and then kiss your ass goodbye. Because the big cities are what's going to get hit first. So if you live in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Houston, all the prepping you can do, it's right. Right, it's nothing if it's a nuclear attack. Because like you won't even see it coming, or if you know
you wouldn't
it's
be able
coming,
to get out.
Right, you won't be able to get out. So
you get down in them sewers, baby.
Right.
You'd be that girl in The Walking Dead.
You what?
Right.
You'd be the girl in the Fear the Walking Dead show that just sits there and watches it happen, and then she gets like just ashed out, basically.
That would be terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now here's the deal, Leo. You can look up the old nuke shelters and stuff like that, and even active ones, and make your way downtown. Like if you get like 30 minutes, if you get like a duffel bag of food plus like your go bag, I think you could probably be okay. If you have like nuke pills and stuff.
thing is, it's getting to it. That's the problem.
Yeah, like if you have one like within 20 minutes, like an old like power plants, usually police stations, government buildings, some older schools, city town halls. I think every city town hall has to be one still to this day, um, or even like a tornado shelter. If you have any of that close,
He kicked himself out.
The feds got him.
Yeah. Can't be talking about survival stuff. Up there.
goes finally gets serious on the chat, and then the YouTube's like, nope. Technical muffin top.
Actually, there's a National Guard building that's near me. You have to go through Latin King neighborhood to get to it, but
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it's walking distance.
Well, I think if a nuke's going off, the Latin Kings will probably be in there with you.
Yep.
All the military stations would go on lock.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get in. I think maybe if they seen, hey, it's really SHTF, I think maybe some would let people in, but the next problem is the resources they can only support so many people.
Oh, like you're not getting in unless you're on the pre-screen. Like if you have a reason to be at that installation,
yeah,
you'd be lucky to be like a dependent that lives on location to get back in.
It would be like the end of the movie Deep Impact, where Elijah Wood and them are going to the like bunker place or whatever, and they're like, okay, you can come in, but nobody else can.
No, never seen it.
It's a movie, you should
take your word for it.
I mean, I'm not even talking nuke. I'm talking just anything vaguely 9/11.
Yeah.
Like airspace should be restricted, and all military installations, from big to small, would be butt pucker tight.
Yeah, I can say some to that. Being that my main gig as armed security was at National Guard bases and Air Force bases. Yeah, I would say you're probably right.
That's why between then and now they have all added extra fences and stuff that they didn't used to have.
Did you guys see that they added a fence around the Supreme Court today?
I saw where somebody threw it into one Discord or the other today.
Yeah. I hadn't seen anything else past that. I didn't see any articles about it or anything else past that one thing. I was wondering if anybody had an update on that.
Nope.
Okay. That's good.
I have about as many eyes on DC as I do Nicki Minaj's butt cheeks.
So a lot then. I'm bad at practicing.
None. I just hear about it in the news.
Garage sales are a great way to find good deals on old quality tools, canning jars, etc. Yes, and especially like in the summer. I almost went and got a whole bunch of Carhartts because this guy had them for $5 a shirt, and there's some really good durable clothing for SHTF. But I didn't because plans changed. Plus, they're fairly local. They're a great way to meet. Yes, they are. Yes, it is a good way to peek around their place. That's why I tarp off all my stuff when I have garage sales and things like that, because people like us might be like, oh, hey, I see your gas cans there, or you got a freezer in here. Oh, you just have shotguns sitting on one of those old school wood racks just in the garage with like a couple like single shots or a 22, right?
But scumbags will case you.
Yeah, and they will. Hot chicks will be allowed to get in. Some chicks aren't worth the resources. During 92 LA riots, Kent Pendleton went on lockdown. Many dependents not allowed on base. Yeah, I could see that. I'm just saying, like in the event that they knew like a nuke was coming and they had half an hour, and there was, I could see them letting some people in. For the humanitarian aspect of it, but maybe not. Furious fake fence rumor prompts fear Supreme Court will rule against Trump on. Yeah, I think they might be right. I think I already seen an article saying that they weren't going to do that for his. They weren't going to overturn the gag order case too. So. By the way, X Adam 1 has a channel. Make sure you like, share, and sub to him, even though he has more people than I have. So
He has cool AKs.
Sure. If you think they're cool. I thought they were cool watching Red Dawn, but you know what? If that happens, I'm sure there'll be plenty of them to get familiar with. I've shot them and everything, and they're not what I want to stack. So
You know what? It might be un-American of me, but I do like AKs more than ARs.
You communist,
Yes.
Latin king supporting fool. Oh, hey,
So I can tell you what a lot of it is, or what a lot of it is for me. It's that they're exotic and they're not easy to find.
Yeah, that's the whole point why I'm not stacking it.
I understand. I agree. Like, I have one, and I've just decided that I'm vested enough in it, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not saying that
You communist.
I've got 7 of them, and I'm not selling them.
Yeah.
I'm not getting out from under them.
Fair enough.
Actually, I know more people personally that have AKs than ARs.
No, I don't want this to be a racial thing, but are there many Dracos?
Yes. Yes.
That's good. That answered my one question I had. Thank you.
Hey,
I'm not even lying.
Not-
That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke. But yeah.
Oh my
not
God.
profiling, but that is legit.
Yeah.
Probably. There are 2 kinds of people that come in to buy a Draco. Either their pants are almost to their knees, or they wear Velcro shoes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the
And there's
graphic.
there's rarely an exception. You're either like 70-year-old white guy, or you're 21-year-old brown guy.
That's
Pretty much.
racist. What if they're Chinese?
There are a few of them, as a matter of
Get a
fact.
Chinese guy with some dreads rolling in there.
They're smart though, and they get it in 5.56.
Yeah, that's true.
You get that Z-Pap.
Oh my lord. That was funny. I needed that. That was a good one. Thank you, Leo. That was a good input there. So now we all need to send Duke a bunch of old man those Velcro shoes, because he's definitely falling closer towards the 71-year-old white guy. He's got a mini Draco. He said that's like one of his guns he regrets buying so much, but he's not going to get rid of it just because he can't get what he put in it. You know, especially with the gun market being soft, like you're saying, which I agree. I've had a couple things posted for a while, and everybody's like, "Oh, I'll give you $100 for that," and I'm like, "Are you retarded? Like, why would you even offer that? Like, if somebody has a $1,000 gun for sale, why are you even attempting to offer $100? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why did you even waste the fucking energy to type that in your phone or your computer?
Because they want to see if you're dumb or really need a bunch of money right now.
No. The Technical Muffin Top is not super duper in need of money. Technical Muffin Top is very future oriented. But that being said, Tactical Muffin Top's also a realist and knows that if he wants to get things that aren't on the to-do list, that I must sacrifice in other places to not have a drain on my inputs.
If I had $5 for every person that I've talked into keeping their AR this year, I could buy another AR.
Really?
A cheap one, but I could do it.
Jeez. That many people rolling in, huh?
There have been a bunch.
Boy.
A lot of people that, like, older folks that have just retired, that are trying to consolidate. It's not necessarily it's their only one. It might be their spare one, but it's like, man, if you're trying to get the monetary value out of it now, like, hang on to it because it's worth more to you as a gun that works. Like, You're just gonna be back. Like you sell this, you're just gonna be back in here in 4 to 6 months buying another one. Like just keep it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You might be better off trying to sell it in 4 to 6 months anyway.
Well, I mean, we might be willing to buy it from them in 4 to 6 months. You know,
Right.
like it just if it all turns around, you know, so it could be a win-win for everybody. Like they may still want to sell it, but like it may be worth more. They might get more of their money back out of it, and we might be able to give more for it and turn around and send it back out the door in a day or two.
Mm-hmm. Which is a sad state of affairs that we'd be into, but X Adam, if I had a gun for everyone I talked into getting a gun, I'd have several guns. Oh, I've talked people into getting lots. I am very getting the bug out location set over stacking guns right now. If you had 10, 20 families that were going to be at your location and you all have your golden 5, you already have hundreds of guns. Okay? Guns aren't the problem. You know what the problem is logistics. Feeding that many people.
All the other
Water.
stuff.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you can't eat that. You can't. You need it. An army marches on its stomach, not its backup supply of rifles. That's why there's still guns in fucking Cosmoline from World War I, World War II.
That's why we can afford to like skip town and leave all that crap for the Taliban.
Mm-hmm. Well, basically, just that was a little head start to this next war. I think Russia actually bought most of that for like 60 cents on the dollar.
I think you'll see it pop up in isolated events for the next 40 to 50 years, the same way that
I'm sure
the Soviets.
I think
the way the Soviets left everything.
But yeah.
I thought China was the one making out deals for the aircraft and the nods and stuff because they want to backwards engineer it.
Mm-hmm.
A good chunk of the 2012 referee went into Gaza's hands.
It's a good time.
I think it was Taliban. That was what it was. The stuff that Biden left behind in the field, which are on 2021, went into Taliban hands, and then the Taliban black market was sold to a bunch of Gaza and Palestinian countries.
That's just the small arms crap that those kind of people would do.
Yeah, it was like basic like M4s and stuff like that is what they were selling them in like mass numbers.
See, I mean, I can't refute it. I don't know what could or couldn't have moved, but I think the few pictures that people have cited from that initial attack of the hang glider guys, I think those are locally sourced, like Israeli guns, because Israel has bought many variants of Colt guns for 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Macbeth on YouTube did a video on that, and then somebody else did one recently, another like gun tuber, like blew up the pictures, like took stills from the videos and blew it up and like compared it. Most of those are old fixed carry handle carbines because that's the majority of what the Israelis have.
Yeah, they're rotating out old stuff, trying to get a little money for it, a little chump change. Gerald, I don't want to butcher that last name. Cagney. Okay, cool. Tactical Muffin Top today was a fun day. Got to shoot the new to me Smith & Wesson model 59 9 milli and model 41 22 target pistols. Congratulations. Stacking the blasters, Gerald. I think that you are a new name in the water that I swim in. So make sure you like, share, and sub. We appreciate you making your way over here, my dude.
Those Model 41s are a work of art. They're phenomenal target pistols.
I dig it. Yeah, I tell you what, man, some of that stuff's good.
My experience has been that the 50-year-old ones will interchange with the brand new ones. That's how tight a spec they've kept them.
Parts-wise, huh? Oh, shit.
Yeah, like you can swap top ends and stuff.
Wow, that's pretty good, actually. The distance. Yeah, cool.
That's why the new ones cost so much.
Does anybody have store food alternatives for SHTF? I have a family member that can't do non-dairy, soy, and red meat. Go ahead and take them out back and put them down. They're not weight. Well, actually, use them to carry all
your the flowers, Lizzie.
Yeah. No, I do. There is some people that are food intolerant and things like that, and a diabetic. Yes and no. At that point, they need to focus on their diet of stock, because I know people that are preppers. I actually watched. What was that? He used to be an old knife making guy, and he was actually allergic to rice, so he could not stock the biggest bang for your buck, which is rice. That would be terrible to be a prepper and have a rice allergy.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, apparently.
Probably
So he knew that, and so he had to heavily prep away from obviously rice, which is everybody's pretty much. I'd say probably the majority of everybody's bulk dry is rice because it's so versatile. I mean, you can make
Beans and
dessert with
lentils.
it. Yeah, you can make dessert with it. You can make. I think he did a lot of wheat berries and oats. But you know, sugar and rice. You can make dessert. You can eat it for breakfast. You can do a million different, you know, meals with it. Casseroles, all kinds of stuff. It feeds the world. Rice feeds the world. Rice and beans feed the world. Um, to be able to have that knocked out of your dietary list would be horrendous to stack, and just exponentially eats away your dollar and your purchasing power. I would say if people have those type of issues, they need to stack what they can. I would obviously lean towards fish. At that point, you might even want to look at the. I should look that up. The indoor quail pen, because quail are relatively easy to feed, and if you get something like mealworms or something that are basically on autopilot set to renew themselves, I think you could do a lot of quail eggs and quail meat in a very relatively small amount of space. I actually was looking one up because I'm looking at doing a small aquaponics / herb garden in my basement right now. And then I was like, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just throw the quail up next to it. It's just a heat lamp, and then they're happy. The problem is cats might get a little intrigued with that setup, but let me just Google this. Indoor quail run.
If you had said aquaponics in the basement 20 years ago, no one would believe you talk about herbs.
What? You just came in like super quiet.
I said, if you had told people that you were growing hydroponic herbs in your basement 20 years ago, no one would have believed you that you were talking about real herbs.
Yeah, I know. I know. You're right.
You still use a black light?
To see all my sperm? No.
No, to grow your plants.
No, they have these new light bulbs that are like UV bulbs. They do work good. This is not what I was looking at. Oh,
So
no
I got me
way.
some of that Dollar Tree glucosamine. I've been taking that for the last week. Sure help with my clicky right knee.
Did it? Good job. Good work. My dude. Oh, yeah, this is kind of what I was looking at. Oh, this guy just did it with... Oh, that's cool. Hang on, I'm going to show you guys this. I think this is the photo I was looking at. Should save that. Anyway. Yeah, apparently you can do quail super duper cheap, gents. Look at this.
I had a guy offer me some quail eggs yesterday.
Pretty good. I'm a big fan of
I might
quail.
try them.
All right, check this out. I'm gonna share this. This crap. Get out of here, you. Present. Share screen. All right, this is a redneck one. Look at this. Did you guys see this?
You talking the big picture on the right?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. We see a whole, like you Googled it.
Yeah, I did. Anyway, the one that's just plastic totes, that's
Yep.
probably about as redneck as you could get. Now, the comments on it are, Tammy says, that's cruel. Quails need 16 hours of sunlight a day. First off, quail is plural and singular, just like deer, you dumb broad. So we won't get into that because Tactical Muffin Top's English is not the best. But
English? English not the best?
Anyway, so that one's a pretty good idea. But this is where'd that one go?
Do they Bob White in your house?
Yes, they do. You will hear them.
Well, that'd get old.
No,
It's cool to sit on the porch and hear it, but if they were down underneath me all night doing that,
it's even better when you get into a covey of them and you hear them go crazy. Anyway, check this out. This is more like what R sent me. It actually has like a little enclosed run. You can keep the food down here, but you just reach in. They have like a door, and you take your quail eggs, and then the quail just kind of chill out in there, kind of like pets. So like, I thought about it pretty hard because like the boy would be all about it and would dig it. But yeah, we'll see how crazy Tactical Muffin Top gets on that.
Back to Crashing Kev's question, since you still got it up, highlighted. In that same vein, has anybody tried to like long-term store like protein powder or anything like that? Way isolate? Do you think you can vacuum pack it and keep it for much longer than the shelf date?
I think you could maybe double it if you vacuum sealed it and Mylar'd it, because you're removing the oxygen. The problem is it's gonna expire because of the oils and things in it. So protein powder is not a super duper great stack. I would say if he has that dietary issue, he needs to look at freeze dried fish and freeze dried chicken for his like meat alternatives, or rabbit, things like that. Vacuum sealed, frozen. He needs probably the ability to keep a fridge going. Can't do the dairy's hard. Soy is even harder because a lot of survival food and a lot of things have soy. Yeah, a lot of noodles and things like that. So you need to be increasing his inputs as far as gardening, as far as hunting, butchering, fishing, whatever he can do on the natural side of things to put inputs into the stockpile, as well as enjoy some of it. Canning would be really good for him because he would actually know what's in his jars. I would recommend that highly. I think everybody should can. I just got so many cans this year. I probably almost tripled the cans that I put up last year, or jars rather. So, Old Tactical Muffin Top's pantry is about to double. And I mean that in no lightliness, because Tactical Muffin Top's probably got over a year's worth of food for a family of 4 in his rotating out pantry. So if I'm about to double that this year just in canning, that's roughly how many jars I have.
Have you eaten any of the canned ground beef?
I haven't had a pressure canner to do the canned ground beef. Well, I have
like the commercial
can and stuff. Yeah, it's expensive. I just don't buy it for that. It's okay. It's like make sloppy joes or hamburger helper with it. You're not really going to notice. But like if you're just going to do that opposed to like ground beef that you just pulled out of the freezer and thawed out and cooked, you'd tell the texture difference.
I just wonder if it'd be all right to throw in some rice and make like some Mexican rice and beef kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, especially if you went a week without eating. Like, I need to see. I just got a pressure canner gifted to me along with some more jars coming from this guy, and I need to see what year range the pressure canners were actually dangerous. / I'll probably get another gauge for it, just to have it if it's not bad.
I'm going to use your Amazon link to see what canned ground beef costs.
I don't know as if I have any canned. I have freeze-dried ground beef.
Yeah, but I can use your link to get it on Amazon, and then that way if I order anything, you get a kickback, even if it's not off your list.
You're a good person. I'll let you know I haven't seen anything from Amazon yet, which sucks. But
I think that's only if they make a purchase within 24 hours of using the link.
Well, I've seen something else where it takes up to like 3 months before I actually start getting anything from Amazon anyway. So,
dang, almost $20. 20 muffins for 28-ounce can.
Yeah, dude, meat is expensive. That's what I'm saying. Like protein.
Of course, it's lean, so at least you're not paying. It's not like when you buy a 1 pound roll for $5 and it's
I
80
use
20.
that fat. That's still animal protein for me, baby. Fat is a big thing in SHTF. Like people want to get lean on it now. It's very important if you're 6 months in. Like fat is very important.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying, like, at least when you're looking at the amount, it's all protein. So it says it's ingredients: beef, sea salt, no carbs, gluten free, fully cooked, recipe ready.
Yeah, there you go. Also makes it a quick dinner night too. If you got to rotate it through, see if you like it. I'd buy a can if you want to try one, then see if you like it or not. But then the caveat is it's $28. You can buy a lot that you like.
Yeah, I know. Well, we went over, like in my household, we went over the whole what I'd prefer to eat. Like, obviously, everyone agreed that they would eat whatever if they were hungry. But if you can if you can keep morale high by it not being your fourth day in a row of tuna, I don't think a little red meat mixed in there, that's not spam.
Crash and Kev, I might have to get with you on this pressure canning. I'm a little hesitant of it. I'll be doing my first batch of pressure canning outside with the age of this one. We'll see. Congrats on the new guns, man. Old X Adam 1's got one. He hasn't even shot yet. What are you doing, X Adam? Come on now. Herbs. Shh, lawfully. Oh, that's me. Pressure can a lot of meat and veggies. Yeah, dude. I want to do it mostly because I love stew and I love eating. I don't care if it's just chicken noodle stew. I don't care if it's vegetable beef, like ham and bean. Like when it's winter / fall time, like pretty much all I want to eat is soup because I love soup season, man. Because soup is so freaking delicious. It's so filling. It's so freaking dirt cheap to eat all week. And that's why my wife hates leftovers because I like to do leftovers all week and she hates it. Like she might do it one day. I'm like, I don't care. I have basically free lunch all week. How I break down my meal costs. So,
I grew up eating leftovers. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I could eat the same thing every day for 3 weeks. I don't care. Technical Muffin Top, problem with raising quail for food is everything eats quail. Yes, they do. They're delicious. I don't blame anything for eating quail. The nice thing about quail is they're plentiful and they're fast. And they're delicious. I mean, there ain't nothing more fun. I don't know if anybody here upland bird hunts, but getting into like a covey of 30 to 100 quail and then getting into another covey, a mile down. Like getting into quail with especially working a fresh pup is so much fun, dude, because that pup it freezes, doesn't know where to point. So then it has to start watching the hunters and seeing kind of where they're shooting and watching a new pup on quail when it's a lot of fun to work a dog on quail. Not to mention, especially when you get it in some really thick brush and that pup pulls out the first one that you think is lost and you're ready to walk back to the truck and it comes back with it. It's a pretty cool deal. We train a lot of hunting dogs, and I do not have a hunting dog currently because it's a later in life thing. My first hunting dog died when I was in high school, and if I can keep that from happening for my boy, theoretically through typical lifespan, I will. Because it's a crushing thing for me. We've always had bird dogs, and it's just not the right time for Tactical Muffin Top to have a bird dog. So they take a lot of time to train, and so does a 2-year-old. So, but yeah, I love getting it on quail, man. I love eating quail. It's fucking delicious. It's another reason why I want to look at getting it. And pickled quail eggs. I eat the crap. Like, if you have a jar, I'm pretty much gonna eat the jar if you let me in on them pickled quail eggs because I love pickled eggs. Especially bar eggs, like the spicy ones. Mamacita. Sometimes I'll buy one of those, those big hots. Like those things are so nasty, but like I still eat them because I like it.
The pickles?
No, those like sausages, those pickled sausages. They're called
No.
big hots. Yeah, I love those. They're so good. I can get quail with the throw net, no damaged meat. Oh, Mamacita, go shout. You need to hook me up with some delicioso quail, homie. I'll be all over that. Do you raise them like to flip, or do you raise them just for meat, or do you do the egg things at like the markets and things like that? Do you, or like you hook up like a local restaurant with like quail once a month or something for a feed? I know a guy that does that with fish and ducks here. They do a small
I'm
mom and
trying to
pop.
imagine how small a quail is. Like, that's got to be excruciating to lay an egg.
I have one mounted in a clock over here. California quail. They're like, I don't know, they can like fit in your hand. Their eggs are about the size of like an
About a
oblong
$half diameter.
No, not
Yeah.
they're like a quarter, like an oblong quarter.
But like their body to egg ratio is like the egg is a lot bigger.
They're hoes. They're made for it.
It's like what about half the size of a chicken egg?
Yeah, these Big Mama pickled sausages. Okay, yeah, hang on. I gotta show you boys this. This stuff is delicious.
I'm just saying, if I were a quail, I'd scream.
You'd squeal. Oh my lord, that's good. Yeah, these are so freaking good. If you never had these, let me see if
Yeah,
I
I've
can
never
see
had
one.
those things.
You've never had these?
I've
I do
never
not
eaten one,
like
but I
them,
recognize the
honestly.
branding now.
They're so good, dude. Dude, sometimes I crave these things, and like they're not good for you at all. But I'm
I
sick and
see them
twisted
all the
like that.
time, but I never bought one.
All right,
Yeah,
tactical
my
muffin
issue is
talk
I
challenge
can't
of the
stand
week.
Spicy food is what it is.
Oh yeah, they're spicy. They're like hot sauce and
I
pickled
can't deal with
sausage.
spicy food with my taste palate.
Jesus Christ, Ohio. That's the spice of life, man.
Well,
It's a
also
good
I have a lot of
sweat.
food issues, and I also have Barrett's esophagus. So
Well, it's worth it. Trust
yeah,
me, it's
until I
worth it.
literally choked to death because my Barrett's esophagus.
It's just death, Ohio. No, I'm just
If
kidding.
I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die on my own.
You want to die something better than spicy pickled sausage?
Yeah, I'm not gonna die from some fucking weird ass sausage in my throat.
Yeah, look at this. You see him? Can you guys see him?
Yeah.
It's roughly the size of an Asian penis.
Nah, I'm
It
good.
looks like a hot lake.
Yeah, they hot. They do get a little hot. They get worse as you keep eating them. But
Somebody's been in the ER somewhere.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna pretend you're the New York Knicks, and then oh my god, why do you have 3rd-degree burns on your vagina?
No offense to you and your palate choices, but pull that picture back up. The previous one.
If this
look at the person. That's what I'm saying. Go back to that last one. You got ghetto looking house and trashy hand
right
tattoo.
There. Yep, that's the 3 sisters, bro. She's a junkie. You know what's up. Anyway, don't worry about
the light blue wall says it's a ghetto house?
No, it's this nasty ass shit down here. This is her Starlink. No, I'm just kidding. This is like a whiteboard, but this is what does it. The dirty fingernails. This is her last name ends with Joe. Betty Joe. Yeah, Mama Joe, whatever like that.
Bobby Sue.
Right here. She's junkie.
Or Lynn.
Yeah, but Betty Joe, Lynn.
Brooklyn, Tammy Lynn.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is a woo. Mamacita sucked it right out. Woo. Woo. Not as hot as the ones in the store I was able to eat some pretty quickly without my mouth being super hot. Also, they're not as soft as the one in the store, but plus side, they're really good. Doesn't expire for another 4 months. They'll be gone by next week. And I love the fact that it comes with a lot of juice at the bottom because I like drinking it after I'm done with my sausage.
Ew.
Yeah, it's a little gross.
Sausage juice?
I should be ordering this again. Yeah, because they're pickled. They're pickled, right? So they put a little juice in it.
Yeah, it's pickled.
We'll be ordering it again. It's a little cheaper on here compared to buying 6 at the store. Update. I've gotten super fresh batch because the soften after a week. Yum. I already about to order again. Another update. I just ordered again. They came super fresh, but after I sat with one between my legs, basically heating it up. Okay, it's soft.
That is like a first sharp review.
I probably. This is a tactical muffin top. This is me. This is why you guys don't see me. I'm currently transitioning, and I don't have my nails done. Anyway, so I love these, minus the weird, creepy reviews. This might be a white trash thing. I'm coming to find out.
If you want to talk about creepy reviews, there are certain places on Amazon to go look at
I
stuff.
stand your shit, dude. Hook me up. I'm down for it. What? Cherry plum, pear trees, wheat fields, hay fields all around. Yeah, man. Everything does love to eat quail. They're
Oh,
delicious.
like the sugar-free gummy bears. Those reviews.
Sugar-free gummy bears. That sounds
Oh,
The
horrendous.
Haribos or whatever.
You have to look at the reviews on those.
Send me a link.
I think gummy bears or the
I know all
gummy
that.
worm.
All that sugar-free stuff gives you diarrhea.
Well, between
Yeah,
that and my pickled sausage, what do I got to lose?
That's what the comments are about. Yeah.
The sugar substitute gives you diarrhea. So you eat gummy bears and you have diarrhea? Like how is it like a violently hard diarrhea like within minutes of eating them or
Well,
You
you're
have to
probably
read
eating,
the
like, a whole
comments to
pack
find
of
out.
gummy bears too. That's like a pound bag or something, I guess.
I also love hardtack, dude. I don't know if you guys eat that. That's actually a pretty good prep too. That stuff lasts a long time. You could make your own too. Hardtack.
Just wait till my top get a load of the wieners I'm going to send them.
You know I'm gonna slurp them bad boys down.
Has anybody ever pulled taffy?
Pull taffy, yeah. There's a company here in Nebraska that makes it. It's pretty good.
No, I'm saying you've ever done it yourself though.
Oh no. Nope.
Yeah, my mom was always talking about doing that someday, and unfortunately that day never came.
This is not what I was looking for. Anyway, I still need to do this. Cracker.
While you're pulling that up, I don't know if anybody saw the link that I put in your main Discord channel for School of the American Rifle. He's got his homebrew gun lube.
Oh yeah, I did see that with the sriracha bottle. That is adorable. I gotta say, guys, especially with that dietary constraint, not to mention for stacking, this is about as cheap as you can get. Hardtack. You mix this with like your beef bouillon, a little bit of broth to moisten it up a little bit, or like milk, whatever, water, whatever you have. This stuff lasts pretty much forever if you keep the water out of it. And it's really easy.
The Asian lady in the sweater.
Yeah, I like her reviews actually.
Emmy made in Japan. Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she is cool.
I like all her stuff.
She makes super duper cheap food too, which I'm on that. But yeah, like Such made this stuff. He a whole bunch of people. I mean, I see people make the round. I think the square would be a little bit easier to stack, but then I'd also be a little bit afraid of the corners if you put it in Mylar or whatever. I have roughly 100 pounds of flour I need to do something with here shortly, and I think I'm going to make a giant weekend of making this.
I looked for flour last week at Walmart
Mm-hmm.
and literally couldn't find it. I was like, what the hell? Because it wasn't on the baking aisle.
Mm-hmm. It's been hit and miss over here, too. Like, they even just quit stocking it at my Walmart. They just bring it in on the pallet, and when it's gone, unless they have another pallet.
That must be the situation because there was, like, nowhere for it. Like, I was like, I know I'm not crazy.
No, they've been doing that with the sugar, too, here. They just don't want to stock it. I don't know. Maybe they have more issues with the bags breaking, and they just figure if the customers do it, they might be gentler. I don't know. Or if they're that short on it, honestly. But that was the reason why I started stocking flour was during COVID, we couldn't get stuff, and we were baking bread because the next problem was if you have flour interruptions, you also have bread interruptions. So we were baking a lot of bread because we couldn't get bread. So Tactical Muffin Top has a pretty large stack of flour that he rotates through. And me being on my diet, I haven't been baking so much bread and stuff because I need to start a sourdough start, honestly, because that's like the only bread I eat besides like tortillas on my diet. So there's a guy at work, him and his wife are doing it, and they make quite a bit of stuff every week. They make like 3 loaves of bread, and they'll either make like biscuits or bagels, or they'll make a big pizza dough, and he'll smoke his pizza. And I'm all about running my smoker because I'm fat. But I think I'm gonna get on the sourdough thing, but I have like 100 pounds of flour I need to rotate through before it goes bad, and I think I need to do this here one of these days.
They can use your Amazon affiliate link to look up hardtack. They're all sorts of neat.
Yeah, you can buy it. It ain't that bad. I mean, look, they come in they. I mean, if you wanted to buy it without doing the hard work, I mean, you can buy like these cans because they use it like naval stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is still rations today. Even like the Swedes. I mean, this is just a little bit more.
I'm seeing German.
Yeah, a lot of military still use this, like in service. It's cheap. It's cheap. Sailor bread. I know like a lot of Navy people do it, which just makes no sense because it would dry out your mouth quicker.
It does. So I made that mistake one time. Like I had bought a kit that came with like one of the vacuum packed Mylar bags of the lifeboat rations. And we had gone out for an overnight hog hunt. And we got out there. It was kind of like, I'm hungry. I've never ate any of this. He was like, yeah, me either. So we opened the pack and like, read the instructions and it says be sure to have X amount of water before you consume it.
Yeah, it ain't enough.
It is far and away not enough. Like at least double it.
Yeah,
because you eat it,
probably triple it.
It's like eating a grainy like bird suet cake. Like it's as much fat as it is grain.
Somebody send me a link for that. You get explosive diarrhea from these gummy bears. I gotta watch this. All right, I'm doing this challenge. Tactical Muffin Top's doing this in the bathroom. Did you send me this right now? Is this what this is, Ohio?
I have another challenge for you. It's that one. It's Big John's ready to eat red hot pickled sausage.
I don't know how to tell you this, Ohio, but they serve this at my bars around here. So the beer farts in the morning are bad. Or if you get like the spicy pickled eggs, like the hard boiled eggs, there ain't nothing nastier than eating nothing and going and getting drunk on beer and sobering up on bar eggs. We still have them at like the bars. Like you get the spicy or the pickled eggs to help sober you up. The beer
everybody just dumps their nasty fingers.
Nasty. No, they pull them out with tongs for you and put them on like a napkin. But no, everybody's farts. Everybody who does that, we have a guy that we work with. He eats a gallon of pickled eggs. He's a fucking old German nasty smelling dude. He eats a gallon of fucking eggs almost a day. A day. Dude, this guy's fucking levitating around the shop, okay? He's a welder, okay? We are scared we're going to have a fucking catastrophe back there when he's hitting his torch. Because this dude he smells something fierce, dude. Like, you can smell this guy within a quarter mile. That's how bad this guy smells. But he loves them. Thank God he's retiring soon. He might be dying. Probably colon cancer, but... yeah, Tactical Muffin Top. I tell you what, you guys want to do this? We'll do this. We'll do this challenge here. There's actually I might have to get me some bar eggs. Now I'm hungry. Look what you did, Ohio. Those are on my diet too. We can do that. All right, who wants to do this challenge with me? We're gonna eat a jar of these in an hour. Bring a beer.
Yeah.
Spicy pickled sausage. It's only 32 ounces. What do you mean?
Man, I'm not about any of that.
Oh.
I'll eat your pound of gummy bears, but I'm not about that.
Well, if you eat this and then the pound of gummy bears, it's going to clean you out really quick. Consider the gummy bears dessert, baby. That would hurt. That would hurt your beehole. I love this stuff.
I know a couple guys that decided to drink a bottle of calcium citrate one time. They both glued to the toilet for like 24 hours.
I'm good. Boiled peanuts. Do you guys do boiled peanuts? I know it's like a bigger thing down south, but I've never done it.
It is horrible.
Are they really?
I've never had them.
I know people.
They're horrible.
They're slimy.
Okay. I'd do the sardine fillets in a heartbeat. I love that. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. As someone who's
I don't do the pig's feet though.
The magnesium citrate, but then also the gallon jug for prepping for colonoscopies. It is not a good time at all, man.
It's just a camera in your butt.
No, I'm saying, I don't even care about that, honestly. It's the fucking prep that's the horrible part of it.
Yeah.
You're passed out when they do the fucking examination up you.
So my sister's the lucky individual who gets to clean that multiple times a day for one of the hospitals around here. Um, she's a surgical scrub tech. She does everything from setting up all the instruments and stuff like the surgeon's going to use on every surgery to like however many surgeries they're going to have planned that day. She'll have like a surgeon kit like washed and prepped there that's like sealed. So she's actually hooking me up with like a bunch of suture stuff, which is super cool. Um, Hospitals are very wasteful, which is sad.
Yeah.
They throw away a lot of really good shit. But anyway, yeah, she said no matter how many times you clean that butt scope camera, there's always a little bit of poopy water that comes out. So just to let you know, every time you get a colonoscopy, you're getting somebody else's little bit of biome in your butthole. Isn't that exciting? I will a tactical muffin
Sounds like
top.
a great time.
Yeah, has to endorse the stag chili. If I'm doing canned meat, I always get without the beans, so you get more meat. I want the actual meat protein because if you buy it like through this Keystone stuff, this Keystone cans, they're delicious, but they are so expensive.
Real chili doesn't have beans.
No, you
You're
stock
wrong.
your beans. You have beans. I love beans, but I'm buying the meat. I'm not buying the beans. I got beans. You can buy dry beans way cheaper and prep them up. You can them up yourself.
I've
But
got
I
a-
also love corned beef hash.
Oh, there's Leo's.
Vienna sausage.
If
Yeah, I don't
there's
like
not a
this.
kid on front.
Yeah, there's no kid
then
up
it's not
here.
my fault.
Make myself hungry. Look at that. Anyway,
We've got a lot of the chili without beans. It's the Wolf brand. The only thing I don't like about it is it's so the meat is so finely pureed that it's like
yeah, but it's the cheapest one that actually tastes good for the
emulsified.
money. I
Yeah.
also stock the Wolf quite a bit because the flavor's better. I like the
It's
chunk
same
of the
thing.
Hormel, but the wife don't
Yeah.
like the way it tastes, so I don't stock it.
We get the Wolf, and then that way I can just throw in a couple cans of beans and voila,
Yep,
chili.
dude, you just throw that on like rice with some leftover beans or something. Yeah, that's good too. Or I throw it in chili just to thicken it up, especially if I have like a guest over or something, like an unexpected people drop by. I'll like grab
Stretch
an
it further.
Yeah, I will. And they don't know. Just getting
We're
here.
on the same way.
Like, sure. Oh, thanks, Dwayne. I think I just missed one of your. Oh, yeah, I did. I skipped down to the explicit diarrhea teddy bears. Dwayne, you don't need to be putting this. This for OBSEC, Dwayne. I wouldn't recommend this, but this is a very valid point, and this is probably where most people are in between the stages of 2 to 3. I have 3 ARs, double replacement parts. It's amazing you have double. Most people might have one, like an oops kit for the 3, or like maybe one full replacement for all 3. So that's good. Backup to those is my SKS and CM&G 5.56 pistol. I like it. You're very well squared away, sir, and you can't be angry at either one of those, especially since I'm assuming you got the SKS when it was not the price that it is today. So at the price you picked it up at, I can fully endorse it. I like the CM&G as well. But 3AR, I think, yeah, dude, if you have people showing up, say you have 10 people or 2, 3, 4 families showing up and each individual household has 2 to 4 ARs, you're fine. That's enough. Anything more than that, you're probably in a rough location. You shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? And that's how people get their money to go further. You don't need to be the armory that's armoring the town. Like, you don't need 50 guns, because what if you don't get to arm the right people and the wrong people take your stuff? They're just going to be that much worse for the people that just have their golden 5, or maybe Granny who just has a 22 behind the door or something like that. You know what I mean? Somebody send me the video for this explosive diarrhea thing. I got to try this out.
I will say it's worth having spare parts. Like, everybody's got the Glock or the Glock clone because they're common.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm guilty. I rebuilt my 19 last year, and I just went ahead and ordered some more, like a spare recoil spring and 2 more spare trigger return springs today.
Yeah. Oh man, even if it's just the Glock stuff, I mean, you can't. They can't hardly give that away. I mean, $8 just for the stock Glock recoil spring ain't bad, you know.
The dealer cost is like $550, and the trigger return spring, which is the part you can count on eventually breaking in the Glock. That's why they changed it on the Gen 5. When they talk about the double the reliability asterisk, that's what they're talking about. Is that, instead of that being a little expansion spring, on the Gen 5s, it's that beefier compression spring. Those things are $1.50. So
I like it. I have several more audio books here that I want to check out. Is this a movie? What is this? Black Autumn. Post-apocalyptic saga by Jeff Kirkiam and John Ross and somebody else I can't read. That looks like it's up Tactical Muffin Top's alley. A 4-book audio series for $20. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Tactical Muffin Top likes free. A private group, you get 8 books for free if I just join the group. And then they get my address and they give it to the government. No way, not today, ATF agent. You almost caught me.
For some gummy bears?
One day they'll get you.
Yeah, let's watch this. Can I watch this? We're going to get in trouble. Check it out.
This document is basically they're giving real detail. It's not just documents.
It's kind of hard to hear.
Yeah. In the recent goings, we found out that Chinese cyber police agents are running online networks helping the illegal immigrants to flood into U.S. You can see right here, here's a Telegram website, and what makes it 10 times worse is the fact that they're now saying they're going to fill the ranks in Seattle. And you can see it right here. This is the police department saying we're accepting applications from DACA recipients. This is the invasion. This is the emergency. Again, we got a corrupt government. That's why they're not telling us this is an emergency. But we're about to go deep into this here. And then by the end of the video, you're going to see these documents where they're talking about, I think they expect something to happen like during the hot time of the year or something. Because in these documents that the military released from RAND, they're actually getting real like deep into the scenario at hand.
I don't want to get like busted or something for copyrighting this guy, but this
Fair
is
use.
the stuff that this is it. That's why I tried to do the topic tonight with the scenario. This is the stuff. This is 85% most likely to actually go down. Before Civil War, before nukes, before World War III. World War III might be a byproduct of some of this stuff, or vice versa. This is going to happen here. It hasn't happened here. People can't fucking handle not getting their Starbucks order right, and we're playing on easy mode. What happens when this kind of stuff happens here? I dare say probably a good 20% of the firearms market has dropped off as far as people at CCW and everything like that, because the boomers are starting to get old, like 70, 80-year-old men, and they're trying to, like Lawfully said, sell off their pew-pews. There ain't a whole lot of younger kids picking up pew-pews. We're cucked right now. We're primed and ripe, ready to get smacked around. That's the problem.
But imagine that. What do you think about this right here? Isn't this traitorous for you to even?
That's why I was
something
saying
like
be
this?
nice to the cops. You know what I mean?
700 cops. So now you know that China is running the invasion teams, and that's how they're going to have their own forces on the ground here. And no wonder the beds are empty. No wonder they need more detention beds because they're preparing for it to be flipped and reversed on us to where obviously it's troops, obviously is them doing this. And in New York, they've had some of the police department basically uniforms start missing over there. So they're not hiring them over there, but their uniforms are starting to missing. The vehicle vinyl stickers are starting to come up missing. So even if they don't hire them, they've been actually getting access to the White House anyway, and fake agents. And this is the crazy part about it because, again, everything that's happening right now is just on this trickle up crisis level. And do you think those people could have gotten there by mistake, or you think Biden and all of them allowed them in there? To me, I think they probably potentially allowed them in there. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is it Biden allowed?
Thoughts?
Yeah, there's no way someone got in the same room as the president without permission.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. They'd say there's no way that the Secret Service could be robbed either, but you know that happened too. So I mean, not to mention, was it really the room he was supposed to be in? The guy wanders constantly.
Yeah, true enough.
I mean, this is the thing.
This is a high
God
hardness
damn
pit
it,
with an
commercial.
anti-slip head. Screws
Here's
can
the
be
big
easily
thing: is they're going
tightened
to
with
hack
it.
the water
The
grid,
head is
11,
the fuel,
2024. And if
the
you just put those keywords in,
this mixed with a few small terrorist attacks, plus people disguised as what they're not.
Yeah.
Plus,
Fake
even if they're
cops,
just
fake
let in,
feds.
yeah, we're primed for it, bro. Like the fuse is lit on this. Everybody needs to upgrade. If you think you're EDC and a freaking revolver and you're gonna be fine, you need to be fucking
You're
packing a
not.
minimum two mags backup. You need a duty gun. You probably need some sort of long pistol carbine at minimum. I don't care if you got a shotgun under the backseat of your truck. I'd rather you have a shotgun plus your EDC. You need to have something more than just your pistol. It's time to make that next step. If you can, especially if you're only allowed, like Leo, if you're still in here because I can't see
Yeah, I'm
the
still
screen,
here.
you need to look at soft armor. Because if you're just stuck with your pistol, soft armor at least adds some sort of defensibility. I don't care if it's a backpack panel for 100 muffins.
I think it's
You know what I
They
mean?
illegal.
can use your Amazon affiliate
Oh,
link.
it's illegal? No, I don't have any of that in there because it's restricted across states. But yeah, you could go through my link, and if you can get it, then get it. Maybe you need to go to Vegas for a weekend. You know what I mean? And drive
From
back.
what I heard, they was trying to make it illegal because some criminal had one. The cops couldn't shoot them. Couldn't get through. So
That just means they suck as cops. But,
yeah.
Was it a local criminal or was it Dayton 2019 where the kid was using pistol caliber body armor?
I don't know.
anyway, this would be a good. I'm going to repost this video in my Discord because I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. But copy link address. Let me see.
I think it would have fallen under fair use, actually.
Right.
Yes, but they have been trying to hit body armor multiple times, guys, and there's some reason. I heard one time that the reason why they wanted to clean up all the medical supplies, especially like the everything like that, they put hospitals on notice, and I've asked the people that I have working at hospitals to let me know when they see an influx of this stuff, because some people are seeing it now, especially in the bigger cities, that are telling people. I even think I've seen it reported on like Southern Prepper One, like I think his wife's friend or something, like as a logistics coordinator or something like that for one of the hospitals, and a huge pallet of this kind of stuff for wound care came in. Like, it's a problem. So if
I
you
remember
can help it, leave. You know what I mean? Don't be in that.
like a year or so ago, it was the guy that does Natural News was talking about, because he was selling his own like version of Ready Hour stuff or whatever, and there was a bunch of criminals that stole like I think it was like 3 or 4 pallets of their stuff.
Yeah, that's a problem. 3 or 4 pallets?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Also, I almost finished that Day of Wrath book this morning. I'm about 20 minutes left of it.
It's a good book, man. Especially with everything going on. I think if I don't remember what I said in the stream last night or whatever the day before. I think I said if I hit, was it either 500 subs or was it 100 subs on Rumble? I think I was going to do a book chat where we could just like listen to that book and pause it and BS and talk. It'd be like 10 or 12 hours.
I think it was 100 subs on Rumble.
Yeah, get us there, guys, because I might have. It's either in 2 weeks and then in 4 weeks. I'm going to have a free weekend as far as my knowledge goes. I think it'd be a good chat, and I want people to be more ready for it than not. So if I could do it earlier, I sure might. I think we're going to do that chat. So get me to either one or both would be better.
I would also say to add to the concerning things is that link I posted in the back chat about the Los Angeles Unified School District not banning cell phones and social media in the classrooms.
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't think kids should have that stuff anyway, but I
They
also
shouldn't,
think
but
it's going
at the
to
same
restrict
time,
stuff as far as
if something does go down, you know, you want to have a cell phone to call, you know, outwards what it is there or something.
yeah, but if they were going to do the terrorist stuff, they just leave them there because all the kids are going to call at the same time. It's going to, if an entire school happens,
Yeah, it would overload the grid and stuff.
exactly, it's going to overload the system. So it's going to be perfect because that's what they want is to add confusion.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that would be most of it, but could be wrong. But I think we're going to call that there, guys. That's almost 2 hours long. I think that was a pretty good chat. We did cover some good stuff, some good ideas to bounce around, things like that. Hopefully you all get a little bit of a critical think out of this. And stack of food, hug your loved ones. You need to have these plans set in place now verbally, face-to-face. You know, have your barbecue, have people over. The people that you think need to be involved or whatnot, do it. This is time. It is time. Get ready. If you knew it was going to pop off in a month and you got the rest of this month to do something about it, get your stacks. If you have till the end of this month, if somebody said, hey, boom, it's happening for sure this first week. Well, we already know something's going to happen around the Trump trial, right? So that's a good bookmark. Have whatever you think you want to shore up and stock up on done before that, like the week before that, because there might be a few last minute people that love to get those war drums going. Boom, 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 boom. The big prepping channels, the C prepper, you know, all those guys. The panic shopping will happen the week before. So make sure you have your stuff done 2 weeks before the Trump trial. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to go drop $2,000 on it right now. You got a couple weeks. Do it slow. Do it incremental. Do it with meaning. Do it with purpose. Get some extra training in. Work your body out because you might have to walk home a day or two, depending on how far you are away. You might have to go all the way around a big obstacle that you didn't plan on going around because of unrest or something like that. You need to get yourself where you're going, B, have enough stuff to stay there if it's a good location, and C, have an alternate to leave and have a stash in between here and there and whatnot. But yeah, if we can get to 100 in Rumble or 500, like, share, and sub this out, guys. I want to do these. I'm probably going to do the Day of Wrath book. I think would be a good one, especially if we paused and talked about it, had a little bit of a critical talk, like a 20-minute here and there spurt. Probably get it done in a good 10 hours, 12 hours. Might do like a 2-dayer, since the book's like 16 hours. I think if you listen to both parts, something like that, roughly. It's like 8 and some change hours, and then like 7 and some change on the other one. 6 and some change. I don't know. Anyway, I think that'd be a really fun chat to do, guys, and I would love the opportunity to do it. Get me there. Let's do it. Tactical Muffin Topic friends, out for now.